Hi guys, in this episode of the Nostalgia Trip, I am excited to be continuing with my reactions to Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Currently we are on Season 2, Episode 12A, E-Turtle, Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. And for those of you who probably have not realized it yet, this is gonna be the final recording session for Rise of the TMNT. Today, I will officially be finishing off my reactions to this series. Obviously, for you, there's still gonna be 4 more videos until we're done. But for me, this is gonna be it. Today is gonna be the final day of reacting to Rise of the TMNT. And it's definitely starting to weigh on me a little bit that this is gonna be the end of it, because for all the faults that this series might have, I honestly enjoyed watching through it. It was far more enjoyable than I ever thought it was going to be. And I actually felt something by watching this show, which is not something that I thought I was going to. Because, like I've mentioned like a long time ago, I think even all the way back in my reactions to the 2003 series, the original reactions, I talked about how bland the Rise of the TMNT seemed based on the first episode, and I thought I was never gonna be reacting to it and I was never gonna end up enjoying it, and yet here I am, pretty much finishing it. And I am excited, honestly, to see where these final 4 episodes are gonna go. Today, this episode and the next 3, as well as obviously the movie. Especially seeing how last episode was and how chaotically it ended. That was some crazy stuff. Like, I couldn't even keep up with everything that was happening. So I'm excited and curious to see what the final 4 episodes are gonna be like, because it's bound to be some crazy shit. Especially because you guys have said that it's gonna be some crazy shit, so that makes me even more excited about it. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say in regards to that. I'm just excited to see the ending of this series finally and be done with it, you know? Because it's been a great year watching through this series, but it's time to finish it. And this year honestly passed so much quicker than I thought it was going to. It's gonna be wild whenever I end up finishing the 1987 series as well, because we're already going to be done with Season 3 soon. We have only 3 more episodes left of it to check out, and then Season 4 is also pretty long, but that one shouldn't take too long. Although, the funny thing is, I started reacting to the 3rd season of the 1987 series, I think like a couple of weeks before I moved back to the other place in the fall, in the autumn. I think it was around October or November, and I am still reacting to that season. It's just crazy how long Season 3 was, but I'm getting sidetracked. You're here for Rise of the TMNT. I'm excited to see how we're going to be starting off the final 4-parter, but before we get into it and find out how fun it's going to be, I do want to remind you that I would really appreciate it if you guys could help me out with my transition by donating on my Patreon or Ko-fi account, because for those of you who didn't know, I am trans, and by doing so you also get access to the full-length version of this reaction, as well as all of the reactions that I do on the channel, which includes cartoons, short live-action TV series, long live-action TV series, anime series, and movie full-length reactions. Alternatively, you can also just stick with the YouTube version of this reaction and simply like the video, but it is greatly appreciated if you do make the extra step of supporting me. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, without further ado, we gotta start off the reaction to episode 12A, E-Turtle, Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, part 1 of the final 4-parter, in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, ominous as hell.
Master Shredder, you have returned to us. After 500 years, the Foot Clan can finally fulfill our mission and do your dark bidding.
Once again, how is this Casey, for fuck's sake?
This ring thing.
This is Karai. It's Karai. And I want the show to acknowledge it.
The Shredder is our master. You will respect his darkness.
Shut up.
I found Shredder. I will decide our next move. And I say we remove this collar and bring him back to his full Shredderness.
Clever plan. No one would ever look for us in this disgusting sewer hovel.
Home sweet home, baby.
Oh yeah, he hasn't been in the lair yet. I really hope Baron Jackson doesn't betray us or something.
Insert Raph's plan here.
Honestly, I don't know. We already hit him with everything we got, so insert Dad's plan here.
I got nothing.
But Papa, you were trained from birth to protect the world from Shredder. Surely your mind must be filled with answers.
Unfortunately, I filled it with a lot of other stuff too. Why did I not listen to Grandpa Show's painfully boring lessons on the secret of defeating Shredder?
Well, maybe if you didn't destroy the thing, I forgot the word for it, which was telling you about having to sacrifice your sons at the season finale.
Jersey?
Maybe if you didn't destroy the scrolls, you would know what to do now.
Memories. You will be transported into the rat's brain. Once inside, you will use the sands of time to move deeper into his memories.
This is safe,
Wait,
right?
are we gonna be doing Journey to the Center of Splinter's mind kind of
Maybe
thing?
find a way to...
What about the memories I want to keep private?
Not my problem. Good luck.
Okay, that's a direction that I didn't expect it to go. As usual, cool visual though.
Yoshi, this is your last chance. Enough of this silly play acting. You must come back.
Wait, is his actual name Hamato Yoshi?
I told you, Gigi, I don't have time for that. Can't you see how important I've become?
And his name Lujitsu is like a stage name?
Pizza?
Goodbye, Yoshi.
I love the cinematic look. You know, this is a memory. There shouldn't be information that Splinter doesn't know. It shouldn't be in the brain. You know that, right?
Should memory us be punchable? That's not Papa. This must be what Draxon was talking about.
What's happening to them?
The rat's subconscious is rejecting them. I need to move them to another memory.
Whoa! That looks awesome! Is that Teenage Lujitsu?
Yoshi, you never listen to me.
What was that? I wasn't listening.
I said you must complete your training so you can defeat the Shredder should he ever return. This is your duty. Just as it
You know,
was
it's really
your
fucked up to throw that kind of responsibility on your kids.
What? And waste my life like you and my mom did waiting for some made-up boogeyman from a jillion years ago?
Oh.
What the hell?
Oh, what do you know? It's that evil manifestation of Father again.
Yeah, but why is he doing that? What is he trying to hide? And why is he hiding it? I know he has the right to keep personal things private, but like, come on.
Be in charge.
Zero regrets.
How are we supposed to get the secret from Grandpa Show if Lujitsu keeps stopping us? We gotta
Whoa.
stop. You guys keep him busy while I get close to Show. Okay.
Hey, you know, that looks like,
Giant mean tail.
I don't remember the character's name from the 2003 series.
Raid his weapon.
Master Yoshi's friend.
And
I don't remember his name, but that haircut looks exactly the same.
Yoshi, sweetie, mommy has to go.
No, Mommy, please stay.
Aww.
Oh, my sweet boy, I wish I could. But it is my duty to keep watch for the return of the Shredder.
But who will hug me when I'm scared?
Are Splinter's parents voiced by Splinter and Big Mama? I think they are. Man, that sucks. Aww.
poor little guy. No wonder he turned his back on the Hamato clan.
Aww. As somebody who
One day you and
cares
I will
about their
stand
mom
in
so
front of
much,
the
I
Shredder.
relate, Splinter.
I love you, love you, love you.
that sucks. Splinter, stop doing that to your own children, for crying out loud. Thanks, April.
So, who wants to go home? Hey, Draxum, get us out of here!
And ow.
What happened? And who put all these tears in my eyes?
Guys, I know exactly what we need to do to defeat Shredder. Apparently, there's a weapon in the Twilight Realm. Raph! So,
Hell yeah.
all we need to do is figure out what the Twilight Realm is, where it is, how to get there, how to get out, how to use the weapon, and probably some other stuff.
Yeah.
I am familiar with the Twilight Realm. I can help you retrieve.
How convenient. Man, Draxum is a real plot device right now, I gotta say.
If I don't close this shoe, we'll all be swallowed up.
Whoa!
I see something, but I can't quite reach it.
Just a little bit further, Pop.
Man, I was so used to like the cinematic ratio, having the full screen right now felt so fucking satisfying. Oh, is that sword? The sword of Tengu? Is it?
You fools! What have you done?
Who are you? Who are you? What? Jesus. Wait. Was that Splinter from the 2012 series voicing the Shredder? Because that voice sounded a lot like the 2012 Splinter. And we've already had him in this incarnation as the Scroll Ghost thing. So why the hell would he be also Shredder? How does that connect in any way, shape, or form? Also, who the fuck was that lady who was apparently the sword? It's not his mom, right? I feel like Splinter would have reacted right then and there if it was his mom. I'm not aware of Karai existing in this incarnation. I've already talked how Foot Recruit, aka apparently Casey, is, for all intents and purposes, Karai visually, in terms of what the character purpose is very much Karai. So who the hell could that be? Maybe it's an original character, or most likely it's an original character, but I'm curious to find out, because I like her design. She looks pretty badass, she looks mysterious, and I'm interested. She looks interesting, and I can't wait to learn more. And I'm gonna be completely honest, due to the fact that this is basically a 4-parter, I'm gonna keep my thoughts to a minimum in these videos. So you're gonna have to, I guess, wait until the final 4th episode, episode 13B, to get, I guess, my full opinion on these things. I'm still gonna share my opinions and stuff, but I'm gonna try to kind of keep it to a minimum so I can get through all the episodes as quickly as possible and, like, get through the story. Without stopping too much, you know? But yeah, so this episode, I feel like it was fine as a first part, setting up, I guess, the four episode arc. I think it was a decent enough start, though I will say it kind of went in a surprising direction in terms of, like, going back into Splinter's memories and all that stuff. It's cool, it's interesting, I definitely enjoy it, and I definitely feel satisfied with the plot of this episode and the plot that we seem like we're gonna be having for this finale, more than I felt in the whole series, if I gotta be honest. And in a way that I haven't felt throughout the whole series. This is the first time I feel like this. Like, I feel like I'm watching the 2012 series right now with this episode, is what I'm trying to say, kinda. And yeah, it was a fine first episode of this 4-parter, setting up all the stuff. I'm just really excited to continue now that we, I guess, have the Shredder actually here, and not just his monstrous body, but also his spirit or soul or whatever you want to call it. That's kind of interesting. But yeah, visually, another good episode. One thing that bothered me a little bit is I feel like Draxum was a little bit too much of a plot device throughout this episode, just basically doing stuff for the turtles and everything, and not really participating in the plot himself, if you get what I mean. Like, he was just a plot device to get them in Splinter's memories, to get them in this realm or whatever it was, I forgot. It's fine, it's just a little bit of a nitpick there, you know. And for what this episode is, I feel like I would have enjoyed the concept of going back in Splinter's memories on its own. Honestly, either as much or probably more than I will enjoy it as part of the 4-parter. Because it's a cool idea, and I feel like they could have pulled out more emotion out of it by doing a specific episode based on it and not just tacking it onto like an arc. Because I still felt the emotion there, but I was just too focused and too excited about the prospect of like the defeat of the Shredder and everything, and not really focusing on the actual emotional stuff in regards to the backstory of Splinter and everything. So yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see where we're gonna go now, and I'm really excited. So in terms of rating for this episode, I think I'm gonna go with a solid 9. Yeah, I mean, how much is it really? I feel like not too much happens. You know what? I'm actually gonna go with an 8.6 out of 10. I think it was a decent episode. I think it was enjoyable. Visuals as usual, great. Some funny moments, some emotional moments, but I feel like still I mean, it works. Like, don't get me wrong, like, even if I say, like, kind of finishing off my thoughts on it with, like, a negative thing, I still enjoyed this episode quite a lot. Like, I still think it works, like, as a first part of a 4-parter. I think it works fine. My issue, I guess, like, little nitpick with the episode is, like I said, I feel like I didn't really quite get the emotion to the point where they could have gotten it out of me, because it's just tacked on this ongoing story and not its own thing. But whatever, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I am really excited to continue with the next few episodes, so I think we should just end this video right here. And before we do, I want to ask you, what do you guys think about this episode? So comment thoughts down below and let's have a discussion about this. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 6 patrons on Patreon. Omar Bridgman, Deadpool, Corby Dead, Dane Harty, Peyton Jones, and Jason Christmas. Thank you guys for your support, I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me. You have decided to support me, you have continued to support me for such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the next description to my Wattpad, where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you don't enjoy my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Ko-fi account, where you can pledge your support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do any of that, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with someone who you think might enjoy it. And I think that's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!